lower price segment of the small SUV category is pretty crowded. You've got the ever popular Mazda CX-3, the well-priced Ford EcoSport, and then this here Mitsubishi ASX, which actually outsells all the rest. Does the ASX do anything to stand out from the crowd? I was in the Exceed model, which is the top of the range and comes in at about $31,000. Here's how it did over a week of driving with my family of 4. So the ASX still looks pretty decent, which is great considering it hasn't had a complete facelift in years and the exterior still holds up on the road. It's not going to win any beauty pageants, but that's not why you're looking at a Mitsubishi, is it? Inside is a little bit harder to get excited about, and even though I'm in the top of the range Exceed, there's a fair bit of hard plastic along the dash and the doors. The seats are leather, but it's not the greatest leather, and if this wasn't a family review and you didn't have children, I may suggest you go for the fabric, but leather is easy to clean with kids. The rest of the design is quite good. The center console is clearly laid out. You're not fumbling for buttons, wondering what things do. And there's also a lovely panoramic sunroof, which is great in this category. Small SUVs don't often get a big sunroof like this. There are 2 cup holders in the front. You get a spot to stash keys and a phone, plus a center storage bin so you can stash parking tickets or receipts you're trying to hide from your husband. There's actually a good amount of space in the front seat and it fit both me and my taller husband easily with enough headspace and leg space. I mean, it wasn't huge, but we were definitely comfortable. My 2 children aged 5 and 7 had enough room in the back seat. There was a bit of an argument over who was going to sit behind my husband's seated position because they're the ones that get the less room, but once they were in, they were both comfy. I wouldn't advise on trying to squish a 3rd child seat in the middle. You might be able to just get it in, but doing seatbelts up will get sweaty every day, particularly with these seatbelt clasps. They like to disappear under the seat, so they're not very helpful. Kids get 2 cup holders in the back, plus a pocket on the back of the front seats, but no air vents, and this car is slightly too large to get away with that, I reckon. Boot space is quite good for this category. It's actually bigger than a Mazda CX-3 or a Hyundai Kona, but it's smaller than a Ford EcoSports. I was able to fit the CarsGuide pram in here, plus there's space around it so you can fit groceries or school bags. I mean, it's not enormous, but it's big enough. Driving is fine in the ASX. It's not spectacular, but it is good enough. There is a 2-litre engine, which is fine to get you up hills quickly. You can coast along highways, and it will get you from A to B without much fuss. The ASX now only comes in a 2-wheel drive. There's no all-wheel drive option anymore, so you won't be able to take it very far off-road. The steering is nice and easy to turn. You won't get a big workout if you're trying to squeeze into a park. And parking is quite good anyway because it's not a huge car. So you'll be able to fit into most spaces. It's not like a really large SUV, and there's a reverse parking camera to help you out. Fuel consumption is a claimed fairly average 7.6 litres for every 100 k's you travel. The safety is a standout though, because the ASX Exceed comes with new advanced safety equipment like auto emergency braking, lane departure alerts and recross traffic alerts as standard. You will also get your usual airbags for driver and front passenger, side curtain airbags that extend to the back row, plus 2 ISOFIX points for children's car seats and 3 top tether points for kids' car seats too. And tech-wise, it has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is really all you can ask for technology in 2019. Basically, your phone's main apps appear on the 7-inch touchscreen, and you can use Maps to navigate or Spotify to listen to music and make calls and send texts. The Mitsubishi ASX Exceed is a good little family car. There's really not much to complain about. It's good value, it fits everyone, has enough boot space, plus has all the latest in safety and technology features. What more could you ask for? Maybe just a little bit of pizzazz or some extra style somewhere, because even though it's well priced, you can still make those cars look good. I gave it a family rating of 7 out of 10. My children also gave it a 7. They love red cars. Like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel or click through to our website.